Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Hayden with video 3. I just wanted to give you guys hopefully a little bit of a quicker video today, just kind of explaining why I create art, and why, maybe I feel like we should all be asking ourselves that question as a creative or an artist, just from my personal experience within the last year. Excuse me. And yeah, so to give you guys a little bit of background, I've been taking, photography photos since I was 14 years old. A big mentor in my artistic and personal life was my cousin's boyfriend. He's a great photographer, very skilled at what he does. He taught me how to use a camera, how to take pictures, and ever since then, I've just rolled with it. I would say photography is definitely one of the things that I've come close to, becoming very good at. And I noticed, as the years went by, when I take photos, I'm a landscape photographer. I'm very meticulous, intentional with everything I do, when I take photos. And I noticed over the years that wasn't really expressing that, inner drive to create. All that creativity in my head, I didn't feel it was fully being expressed through photos. So I started exploring different mediums over the years. So within 3 years ago, I started making abstract paintings. I also started, drawing, sketching, using oil pastels to make like little abstract sketches. So I really enjoyed, exploring different mediums. And eventually I buckled down. I think my first art show was in 2021. I did it in the Quad Cities, in Rock Island, Illinois. Just one of my very early amateur, abstract paintings, but it really opened up this whole idea that, maybe I could take art a little more seriously. So over the years, I started, submitting to gallery shows all the time, always creating new things. And, at the beginning, I was trying to find my style. I got a lot of rejection. And, that's one thing as an artist you're going to have to learn how to deal with is rejection and, criticism, whether it's welcomed or not, constructive or not, you're going to have to deal with it. But, after the years, I really started to develop this own style for myself that I still run with today. And I'm really confident with today, that started to do pretty successful. But I noticed, once I started getting into all these, auctions, art shows in downtown Chicago and stuff, last year I took a break altogether from creating. And while, I was depressed making art as well, because at that point, the mild success I was getting, kind of became where I was in a situation where I was only creating art that I knew would do well with the general audience that I was submitting to. And I wasn't creating art that was bold or a true representation of myself, which that last point is huge because this kind of ties into my original question of the video is, why do I create art? And I feel like a big reason for that is because, one, I have, like I mentioned before, this creative energy in me that needs to be released somehow. But also the bigger picture here is I feel each person has this inner desire to be seen and heard within the world, whether it be from, strangers to people you love, your friends, family, etc. And I feel personally art is my outlet to do that most effectively. I can ramble on and on like I am now. I don't feel like I'm a great speaker. So I appreciate you guys who are listening to this video right now, for bearing with me here. But yeah, I feel like I'm a better artist, and I feel like because of that, I'm able to express who I am, share who I am with the world, in ways that I couldn't do before, to where I feel genuine. I feel proud of, being able not only to share what I've done, but also create something great that others can enjoy. And that was a big reason why I create art. And now within, the last month or so, now that I've answered that question for myself, I've been able to kind of regroup almost and start creating again, like I had been. And, you know, I feel like my art now is better than it's ever been. And yeah, so I feel very, very proud of the answer I've come up with. And I think my challenge for those who are watching this video and create art is to, you know, ask yourself that question. Why do I create art? Because not only do I feel like that'll give you a sense of like, you know, confirmation of why you're doing it and stuff like that, but that will also directly improve your work. When you know why you're creating, you're going to become a better creator inherently. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to quickly share that with you guys, and give you guys a little bit of insight of why I create and why I'm an artist. And hopefully to my friends that are artists, and even if you're not, maybe this will be your inspiration to start creating, because genuinely I do believe everyone's an artist. You just got to practice, find your outlet, your expression, and you'll get there. So like I said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you bearing with me here, and I will see you guys on video 4, I believe is next. So yeah, thank you so much guys. This is Hayden, signing out.